You sure?
To the soul, what thought you be like? Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, Area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Black Earth theories got us spinning wild. JFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah, they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah, they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies.
Let's go. We're back with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. The crew is back. Myself, RGB. Joining me as always, we got Golf and Lefty, Florida Mike, and Area 51, Anthony. What's up, boys?
What's up?
What's going on? I got my coffee. I'm feeling good, brother. It's late, but we're good.
Yeah, we had a couple late ones the past few episodes. Shout out to our man Ernie over there at Virginia Loves Conspiracies. I always get that messed up, bro.
Dude, they were great.
Why do I always fuck that up?
Dude.
Virginia is for conspiracy lovers.
Yeah.
Is the name. I always get it fucked up, man. I don't know why. Oh, my bad, boys. My bad. But shout out to those guys, him and Dan. Do a great podcast. They just popped out a little 9/11 episode. Go check that out. But also check out the episode we really recently did that came out last week for part 2 with Ernie. To really wrap up the whole ties to William and Mary and Oak Island. Shit's crazy, man. The way it fell on the Nolan's Cross and knowing the history of Oak Island. I watched that show for 12 years now. Like, it's one of the only shows I actually sat down to watch because I love history like that and like learning about the Knights Templar. So that was like kind of why I was able to keep up with some of his shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, and if you're like one of those like numerology guys, like it's also a great episode because a lot of numbers,
gematria,
yeah, just crazy, just crazy.
Dude, the ley lines is what got me, man. It was how everything lined up with the pyramids and then Oak Island. It was fucking insane.
66 feet by 66 feet by 66 feet, like that type of shit. Like there's no coincidence.
Mike had a good thought about where the treasure actually is. Like, how could it be at William and Mary? Like somewhere deep? Is it like all connected? Like
in the sunken garden?
Maybe. Like, you know how like I think we spoke about this before after the first episode where like the secret with what was the movie there, National Treasure? How like the secret may lie in Oak Island, but it may be elsewhere. Follow the ley lines. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy though. The amount of tunnels and shit that they find there in Oak Island. Like there was something there at some point. It might have been a little stop and go point for pirates or whatever back in the day. There was something there. I don't know if something is still there, or they took it, or people died trying to get it out, or whatever the case may be. But they're still digging over there.
It's just wild, and then the trees, the whole.
The old trees.
How it's the same trees on
Oak Island
only on Oak Island in that area. Nowhere else are those trees growing. But then they're all over the place in William and Mary.
But almost like a lighthouse, because that's like a destination point. Like, okay, we got to go up there and find our oak trees.
Mm-hmm.
Find our oak trees.
What kind of trees were they? Dark oak or black oak? They were
red oak.
Red oak. That's what it was.
I gotta go back and find my notes to that episode. That one was fucking wild, man.
Yeah, man, that was fire.
Then the Tectactress matching up with all that. It was cool, man. I like shit like that. Different history, man. It's always
I told you, boys, I'm going to be straight up with you. I like the ones with gas better because it's less work for us. We can sit back and listen and just enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. We could have let him go for days on end. He'd still be going. And his knowledge is deep, man. It's
Well, it's
very
funny
deep
because
rooted.
I think we were all doing the same thing too, is like fact checking him because when he was talking about shit, like I would be instantly on my other computer looking it up, and dude, he was spot on.
I
I'm like, how
wasn't
the
even.
fuck?
Oh yeah, every time.
I was really doing it to be able to ask a question off of what he was talking about because he was rolling. I'm like, wow, this guy's on point about everything. Like, yeah, this
Everything. And he
Queen
wasn't reading.
Elizabeth. So-
He went one thing where he's like, I got this, and he told us, he's like, I got this rundown that we go by with all the crazy shit in Virginia. But like you could tell he was reading that, but everything else was fucking just off the dome. Like you could tell he just reads a lot, wicked smart, probably finished very high in his class. Cool dude. Really cool dude. I'd love to
Lovely
have him back
dude.
on again. Let's
Yeah.
welcome him back anytime.
Oh, absolutely. Open door policy for those guys, man. Absolutely. Love to get
Absolutely.
his co-host on with him one of these times as well.
Yes.
Boys, you guys ever hear of the Gates program?
No.
I know Anth has it. Mike, what about you? You heard a little bit about this, right?
Yeah, a little bit about it. It's funny because like I'm in like the group in Facebook just so I can watch what they talk about and stuff like that, like energy and like if we're even real, stuff like that. And then like the conspiracy is about educational program, right?
Yeah. So millions of students across America pass through gifted classrooms. What if those classrooms were not just for bright kids, but for training? This is the story of the Gates program.
Oh, to go into the CIA, is it like a program to get people into the CIA type
They're
thing?
testing you, man. They're testing you.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
I think I
super
kind of did
soldiers.
hear about this.
Let's set the stage here. So, the Gifted and Talented Education. That's what Gates Initiative, a school program aimed at nurturing high potential students. I wasn't one of them, as you could tell my reading skills. Contrast with CIA's Gateway program, a 1980s project focused on altered states, consciousness, and spiritual expansion. So that's where I think it starts to get a little weird. And this is where they start to find the people who can like, what do you call that? That viewing, remote viewing and stuff to this nature is when I think they run these kind of tests to see. Because there's when you're in school and there's always those like real smart motherfuckers and you're like, damn.
Oh yeah,
These dudes are just smart. Like, yeah, skipping grades and stuff. Like, yeah, Dewey Housers type shit.
But there are a lot of the kids, like you read about it too, like kids who experience autism. And I think there's like an episode where kids who experience autism can have telepathy and they can talk to others.
I've seen that. Yeah,
like that's the type of stuff they're looking for.
Yeah.
Like a superpower, I guess, as you will.
So I've never met. I don't know anybody. If they did, I don't know if they've ever told us. But that's went and been tested at like for the GATE program necessarily. I definitely hung out with some smart dudes, but I don't think that any of them were to the level that the CIA would become looking for them, kind of thing to work in that program. But I also think there's a lot of things that the education system is structured to find these type of people
100%.
that are going to stand out. Like, I don't know, like a guy like Anthony who doesn't pay attention, like he's texting on his phone right now in the middle of the podcast.
Shut up. I'm looking up Gates program. How do you know I'm not looking up Gates shit?
Because you're texting. I can tell if
Oh yeah, text was
You
so
call
fast,
me.
fingers.
How do you know it's my wife not checking in? No, it's you're right. You call me. I should put my phone down. I'm listening.
So
I'm multi. I can multitask.
his what the fuck? No, but his attention span wouldn't be long enough to be able to hold it down in the Gates program. So that's why you also see these brighter kids, and that's why you see these people who are very structured and are willing to obey and just follow what they're told.
I watched a kid get snatched up. I was in a juvenile boot camp when I was like 15, and a kid was in there, and I don't remember his name, but I remember the story of why he was in there, and then he was gone. He produced counterfeit money from singles, fives, and tens, and he did like $25,000.
Damn, as a youngster.
As a youngster, like you can get this, you used to be able to get this stuff at Office Max, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like So, and he was spending it at gas stations, somewhere that had high flow of currency.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a mistake telling a buddy, and he ended up getting caught, and he got sent to this camp. And I remember he told me about it, and then 2 days later, he got picked up, and we never saw him again.
They were probably the same
Like,
thing. Man.
he got hired,
He got probably hired because his
scooped up, super
how
smart
good
kid.
how good his money looked, or something. How to show us how you do this, or
They said
kind of thing. That happens a lot.
He said the only way you could tell that it was like a millimeter of an inch off.
Was this before the newer bills?
Oh, dude, this was
Like a long time
mid
ago.
'90s.
Yeah. So before the strip and all that shit.
Yeah, before all that. Like I said, you could literally buy stuff to make money at Office Max. The paper was there, the printer. Like
they
you
used to
just
use
walk right in there.
phone book papers and shit.
So Raj, it's funny. I'm not gonna say any names, but I hung out with a crew of people in Sickaway. They got in a little bit of trouble, but their money. Do you know where they spent their money? And he was making $5 bills, and he was the only place we were using them for was for your park parties, and we were using them for our solo cups. And that and he got caught, but his probably weren't as good as this guy's. But I mean, it was easy flipping a $5 bill at that point because it was like dark and everybody was drunk, and you were hitting it to
the laundry machine.
You were hitting it to a high school kid, and like it worked for a couple Friday nights, but then they got caught. But it was funny. I'm not gonna say any names, but it was a couple of the Sickaway guys. Yeah, Shout out Sickaway. Well, yeah, it was back in the '90s.
None of those kids were going in the GATE program.
No, definitely not.
But this is when that kind of started. Was even before that. This whole Gates thing started. It's become
the '80s.
It's been become a big topic lately. A lot of people on TikTok, Instagram, all different people are starting to share it. There was one girl on TikTok, Anna Mills, who reignited the theory by sharing childhood Gate worksheets featuring code cracking, Morse code, Russian, and odd content about aliens. There's Reddit with anecdotes from former Gate students recalling strange headphones, audio pink drinks, memory gaps, exercises, and lucid dreaming or OB-like states. So
is it like MK Ultra shit, basically, too?
Kinda. I feel like it's almost that's the other thing. You're finding people who are capable of going above and beyond to be able to work the shit the CIA does, and you're finding the people that okay, let's MK Ultra these motherfuckers, and that they're all about obedience and control and willing to follow structure. These are the type of people we're looking for. So there's a lot of things with these type of tests and the way the education system is structured that you could see these things taking place. It's probably still taking place.
I was just gonna say, you think it's still going on? Like really?
Probably.
Oh, definitely. Like, you remember that? What was it like Ariana Grande? She talked because they say like short-term memory loss and like dementia almost, like where you had Ariana Grande come on and you would say like they like erased her memory, like certain parts of her memory.
Crazy.
Like I bet you they were like Disney kids. Like you remember the Disney Club or whatever you want to call it, Mickey Mouse Club or whatever. Like if they're part of the GATE program, because I could swore all those dudes on like Backstreet Boys were retarded for sure.
But they just found their way in, kind of thing.
Yeah, because they say supposedly the GATE thing is they took people who were smart or people who were on a different level, and they trained them and made them. And you could do that. What if they did that?
Just the brainwashing shit.
The brainwashing into music, and that's what started because the '90s were huge for that. Remember?
Yeah, because I remember in school going and like getting the hearing test where you had to tap the thing, like the headphones, you had to tap one side, tap the other. You guys had to do that, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I think every kid had to do that. But pink drinks, I remember the pink drinks. Like when I was sick, I had
fluoride.
What about the test? What about the physical testing that every kid was mandatory to do? Do you think there was a purpose of that? Remember our testing of physical? We had to do the jumps to see how high we jumped, do the running, do the sit-ups. You do remember doing that every?
Oh yeah.
I think every school had to do it.
You had to run a
And
mile under 12 minutes.
whatever it was,
yeah.
but they kept track, and then there was the jumping thing, how high we could jump.
Mm-hmm.
There was the sit-ups, how many sit-ups we could do, and I remember it was like a big thing every year, and there was kids competing. But I wonder if there was a reason for that, if like they were able to see any like fucking supernatural kids that were like crazy athletic, take them as well, right? Not only mental and mind, like they could want people that are
You kind
fucking
of almost
super
need
athletic.
you
Like
need both. You do need
yeah.
both.
Yeah, and they
I'm
were
saying,
looking for
what was
people
the
with
movie
psychic
there?
abilities too.
Yeah.
You know?
Jack or not Jack? What's the movies that they made?
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
That and then who's the other one with the Matt Damon?
Jason Bourne.
Jason
Jason
Bourne.
Bourne. Yeah.
Like Jason Bourne motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like crazy, super athletic, also smart.
Dude,
know?
Anth, look up Gates worksheets featuring like code cracking. I'm curious to see if we can find anything on there about these. The other thing said, it said the worksheets featured code cracking, Morse code, Russian, and odd content about aliens. That's the other one that's intriguing. I wonder what the content about aliens was. Anna Mills was her name. She's a TikTok. Not quite aware who she is. Don't do much of the TikTok.
No, me neither. Trying.
But the pink drinks, I remember the pink drinks. That was the like penicillin was the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Or
I thought it was fire.
Fluoride rinse.
Yeah, I don't remember that being pink. I remember
The
the penicillin was pink. That shit was fire though.
I know
Just
every
like
day in
bubblegum.
elementary school we had to drink that shit, dude.
Yeah, we never had to drink that shit in
Every
school,
day,
ever.
swish it around 30 seconds while we do the something or another, and we had to spit it out. Oh yeah, dude. I remember like it was yesterday.
So Rod, the only thing I'm finding is like crazy like math problems that's marked gate worksheets.
Pull it up. Let me see what you're looking
All right, hold on.
Curious to see what.
But I mean, it could be involved because they're crazy program.
Put in Gates worksheets, Anna Mills.
Hold on.
I wonder if that's why, like in war, when people go to war, they blow up schools.
Can you see it right now? Crack the code, and the crazy logic gate, logic worksheets, logic gate online exercise. I wonder if it's all involved.
I wonder what age they start seeking these potential
logic gate revision worksheets. They're all named logic gates. I wonder if it's all involved, like some crazy fucking shit that we cannot do. Look at this. What is this?
Yeah.
Literally. Cracking
no
the code.
shot.
Is this it?
No shot, buddy. I think maybe. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to go.
It's all named gates, worksheets. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Let's see.
Put the kids to the test and see who the fucking geniuses are out there, man. And steal.
Yeah, then you moved on to the next one. Almost like Men in Black. Remember where he got to go through all those rigorous tests?
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, "Why'd you shoot the girl with the book?"
So the gifted, the exercise were clanky. They wore 90s headphones, listening to audio clips, brainwashing, and out-of-body experience. One user's encounter, the pink juice was just fluoride rinse. Hearing screenings. So, okay, Mike, that's funny you mentioned that. I never had the fluoride rinse, so I don't know it was pink drink. Puzzles and just intense schooling for high IQ kids.
Wow.
So
I don't.
We had the hearing
screenings.
screenings.
I remember the hearing.
We didn't have the drinks.
You had the drinks, right, Florida Mike?
Yes, we did. It was. I remember because it was always around right when we did the Pledge of Allegiance, you know, and then we did the morning video. And I was in elementary school. I remember because I was like the first class in this new elementary school, and they had a tray of those little souffle cups, those paper souffle cups, and they passed them out to every class, and it was fluoride. We had to swish it around for 30 seconds, and we had to spit it in a cup. I remember like it was yesterday.
And that was in Florida or in
Florida? In Florida. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you can't find anything like you can't look that up. Like they wouldn't like document that. So, but like I talked to people who were in my class, that are still around and stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember drinking that shit."
Man.
I mean, it's in all your toothpaste.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well,
I wonder why people are like, I don't understand why I keep getting cavities. Like, brush my teeth twice a day with
Yeah.
fluoride.
no doubt.
Who
So
the fuck knows?
the highlights, the lack of, there's not too much evidence really proving that the gay program to the CIA or the gateway operations, no declassified documents, just anecdotal claims. But we all know how that works. Like, they're not going to tell us. There's not going to be any tiebacks. They're going to just go and pick out the people they want. They're going to run these tests on these dudes and these females, and they're going to see where the intelligence lies and use it to the best of our ability. Who knows what they're even really looking for, truly? Who knows? It couldn't have nothing to do with actual CIA work or anything like that. Who knows?
Or they're just, the program is just very successful and it's still going. I mean, kids are missing every year, hundreds of thousands of kids.
Right. Are they going into the gate program and the parents just don't know it and they push back and all that shit too? That's a good theory, Mike.
Sick.
I imagine that's probably underground,
100%.
very hush hush.
100%.
We all know they have tunnels and everything else. So cities underground too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt. I wonder, like, we know what Camp Perry is. I wonder if that's exactly that's part of the gate program, because they bring kids there and train them and everything else. So that might be a connection.
I got to do some digging tonight on the Gates program. It's interesting.
I'm gonna ask that question right mother effing now.
It's interesting as hell because the gate. Let's see real quick.
Who was behind it again? At the very did you say is it CIA shit or?
That's what we think. Like they're saying that they don't want to admit to it, but that's kind of what we think.
Could you imagine if they got if they got caught messing with kids, like, and especially like people like who think people with
in education
and stuff have a disability and it's in education, like, oh my gosh, like,
explore why conspiracy theories like this resonate, tapping into childhood mystery, national mistrust, the allure of the secret agendas. I just think, like, truly, man, I don't know, like I said, anybody personally that's been in these tests. Like Johnny from Tinfoil, the co-host on there, he said he was part of this. He was in some classes and they did some tests, and he remembers doing the hearing test and all that stuff. So
really,
he's also a very smart individual. So I don't know. I think he's a plant. No, I'm just kidding. Johnny's the homie. Do you think it has anything to do with Bill Gates? Do you think he could be one of the people behind this? Do you
Funny.
think?
I didn't even think of that.
Bill Gates.
That's so crazy because when I put is the Gates program and Camp Perry in any relation connected, and it first sent me to Bill Gates. That's crazy.
Funny how things work. Bill Gates does have some involvement into the educational system. He also was a big factor during the pandemic and likes to have control of things, as we all know. He's definitely been in the social dynamic as of late. And
how's that motherfucker not been arrested yet?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
He just got approved for a new poison to spray on organic foods. Appeal. Just got approved for that, to spray that in the U.S.
Isn't that basically
on his own farms?
Yeah. And like RFK Jr. and Bill Gates are all of a sudden besties.
It's fucking whack.
Weird.
So fucked up.
So as I put in the Gates and I put the dots in between them and Camp Perry, it says there's no direct connection between the program known as Gates and Camp Perry, but connection in a broader sense. There of youth shooting programs at the location of Camp Perry.
Hmm.
So they would recruit smart kids and put them in a larger ecosystem of shooting sports. And certain they have strong ties to Camp Perry and associated organizations like the CMP and the SSSF.
That's interesting. Huh. I wonder who big or anybody that's like, you know, higher ups or part of the obviously some of the elites that have been a part of this program. Presidents like even Trump, Biden, Barack, were they all part of the Gates program on their way up, or was that just the bloodline working its way to the top?
Dude,
But I would ask a lot of
What do
the
you?
listeners to go back and think about their school experience. Were you guys put through any of these tests? Were you run through any listening test? I mean, like we said, we all did the hearing test, but did you have to do the pink drink? Did you have to do some of these other brainwash? Have to go and like do some of these brainwashing type things that they would do to you back then. Look into the Gates
like,
program. You could have been a part of it, and you don't even know it.
like, do you remember when they used to give you the sheet of paper? I mean, they did this down here anywhere, maybe the school I went to, but they would give you a sheet of paper and it'd have like 50 multiple choice problems on it, and they would time you to see how
Oh
fast
yeah.
you could do it all.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Remember?
I just guessed on everything.
probably part of the Gate program.
Could have been.
So
Uh,
was it a CIA? What do you think? What do you think? CIA, just to jump in, Rothschild's educational system takes over. They
it
start
would
this
be
program
something
up.
that they would do.
Wouldn't put it past them, right?
Fuck no.
No, they control the education today, 100 years ago. So of course, you know. I
Yep.
mean,
Do you
like I said,
think? Go ahead. Sorry,
no, go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Do you guys think that like some of these people who talk about this, their childhood memories might just be from some childhood trauma and they're not as accurate? So with some skepticism, do you think that some of this could be bullshit? Um, Me personally, I don't think it's bullshit. I think it's more. I think more people are going to slowly start to come out with it as this becomes a bigger topic because I've seen this on a few other podcasts be brought up. I've seen it talked about a lot more. I've seen a lot of hashtags about it and shit like that. So when I was doing my little bit of research prior to talking about it tonight, I think it's going to be exploited a little bit more and we'll get more information as time goes on here.
Yeah.
Um,
Makes sense, man.
but we should get into a couple current events real quick. We'll
Do you
run
want
this
to
a
do that?
couple more
I
minutes.
was I was gonna say, do you
I'm,
want me to bring up the wheel or the random?
Yeah,
yeah.
when
Yeah,
let me give you the introduction into this Facebook page. Maybe you guys will join it. But this is the GATE program.
Yeah, let's hear
Remembering,
this.
it's called Remembering and Reflecting. Right? It says about you're a part of the GATE or gifted in education program as a child. Have you only recently started remembering your experiences in the program? This group is a space for former GATE or similar program students to reconnect, share their personal stories, and explore the impact program had on their lives. We focus the fact about the GATE program, its history, structure, and variations, personal experiences, what you remember, how it shaped you, and what it meant at the time. Long-term effects, academically, socially, and physically, or psychologically. Broader discussions about gifted education and similar initiatives, whether you have found memories, unresolved questions, or critical perspective on the program, your insights are welcome here. Let's piece together the bigger picture and understand what the GATE program really meant for you and those who lived it.
So it's real, dude. It's real. There's how many people are members are on in it?
A lot, 4,500, and it's a private group, and it just talks about like different things like dementia.
I'm not gonna go try to be a member of it because I wasn't no fucking one of those people. Trust me.
But it like asks certain questions and like it's interesting to see. Like I don't ever comment, I just read.
Oh, you could get on and scroll and watch and actually see without being a
Yeah,
member.
yeah,
Okay.
like one guy says, does anyone have scars here and not know how they got them? matching on each side of my body. Looks like a chicken pox scar or buildup of scar tissue.
What?
Just wondering if anybody else has this.
Send
And
me
like,
that
and people are like, yes. There's like people who are saying yes. There's people like, maybe not in the same spots you do, but I do have spots in other areas.
Gates, what is it called? I'm trying to look it up.
It's a GATE program, but it's a GATE decimal GATE program, remembering and reflecting.
Got it.
Like people asking about like, has anybody had like luck looking for memory, anything working for memory retrieval? Because I want to know what parts of my brain they erased.
Yeah, people are saying they can't remember anything from their childhood and gaps in the childhood and shit.
Oh yeah, but it's kind of crazy to look into, like to read it and see like some of like what they're going through.
Wow.
They believe like in the Matrix. I know that's like a common thing. They all believe in like the Matrix and that it's real, and like whatever they experienced had to do with that possibly.
Some wild shit. I'm gonna go in and snoop on this Facebook page. Pretty interesting shit.
Run a couple videos, and I don't know what's up there. Just pop them up. Play the first two, and we'll get out of here.
These guys are great.
With Trader Joe's, guys. Trader Joe's has fake food. Trader Joe's has more recalls than any other market has in the past 2 years. Trader Joe's falafel had a recall for having rocks in it. So Trader Joe's, a lot of people don't know this. They actually have their own in-house manufacturing. If you look at the labels, it says, oh, Trader Joe's brand. And so this is how they have recalls, because there's certain videos going around to where certain foods that they have at their markets don't biodegrade at all. Like a McDonald's burger, to where there's a lady who had a McDonald's capsule where she bought burger, fries, she puts it in capsule 20 years later, still there.
I saw that.
She had the old wrapping and everything. It doesn't biodegrade. So that's not food. So I think Trader Joe's, we need some answers.
What's going on with Trader Joe's, guys?
Oh yeah, watch out, appeal, bananas, dude. I mean, lots of stuff.
All gonna be fake, bro.
Yep. GMO, baby, GMO. What is
Hey, another person got approved for that. Bill Gates.
What Sam got to say?
Yep, always Bill Gates got his hands on it. What does Sam got to say?
The JFK assassination, and you look at the plaza, people don't realize so many of those people there are hired assassins. Their job is to ensure. It's like, you remember John Wick movies? Where he gets a call and then everybody in the plaza. That's literally what he was riding into. You know, like when you look at the JFK assassination, and you.
His eyes are always so bugged out, but he's like he's drug free, right? He's clean.
Is that the whole video?
Yeah, I think it was,
okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Just went back to same. It went back to the same thing. Let me see. All right, what does our homie say? The news updates for real.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the Canadian government is starting to implement climate change lockdowns? We're here. We made it. We knew it was coming. So, a couple days ago, Nova Scotia government announces that people are no longer allowed to go hiking, fishing, or camping with a penalty of up to a $25,000 fine. $25,000. That is 5 times the fine for a DUI. Just saying. Wouldn't it also be crazy, though, if in March of this year, the Nova Scotia government lifted a long-time standing ban on uranium mining? Hello! Obviously, they were doing that because of public pressure, but does anyone feel like we've already lost the war to the machines? Like we're mining uranium to keep AI technology going, and we're going to kill ourselves to do it. Great idea. Money, because we need money. Well, just about 2 hours ago, New Brunswick, another East Coast province, has now banned people from going in the woods. So, get ready. We can't let this slide. Wouldn't it be crazy if the Canadian government
Some guy
got a
$28,000 fine, and he posted it. He posted it live on Instagram or something like that. $28,000 fine.
That's fucking crazy. Wouldn't it be crazy?
Can't go camping.
Oh,
dude, like what the?
Raj?
That guy's good. Go down to the guy in the green hoodie. Where do you go?
This
right
guy.
There. Yeah.
Gotta be kidding me. All right, for anybody that didn't know, because our media is an absolute dumpster fire, in the past few years in the United States, there's been a surge in dementia cases. been doing a bunch of research, throwing a bunch of money, trying to figure out exactly why there's such a surge happening. Well, they announced this morning that not only did they discover a cause of it, but there's also a lawsuit about it. Turns out that the plastics that we're storing our food in is causing it. Plastic bags, Tupperware containers.
Great.
Big one.
The
Big one.
microplastics is getting into our food, we're eating it, and then it's contaminating our brain and causing dementia.
That's why I always
And
tell
the
people don't
company
microwave.
that they
Tupperware.
found is causing this, Ziploc.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Microwavable bags, freezer bags,
Bullshit.
even the little Ziploc storage containers. Here's actually a little list of exactly which ones are causing it. You know, it's funny. You used to mention microplastics and people would laugh at you. Y'all stay safe.
Wow. Makes you feel pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that's why I always tell people stop microwaving your Tupperware.
Ugh.
Everybody does it. Imagine how many people do that where they're at work and they just got a quick break and they take this thing out of the fridge, throw it in the microwave, hit it on 2 minutes, and just cook in the
Throw it on a
plastic.
paper plate, right? You're better off taking
Yeah.
it out, throw it on a paper plate.
Absolutely.
You know.
Or like a
Stop
toaster
microwaving
oven.
Everything, man. Throw it in the oven for a couple minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, stop
Oh, man.
microwaving. You're adding a microwave, radioactive microwave, and microplastics together.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you think, boys? Wrap this one up, make it a quick one where everybody can go
Yeah.
check out. We just recapped pretty much the episode. Quick rabbit hole down to the gate program. Go down the rabbit hole with us on a previous episode with Danny.
Thank you for watching.
Yep. Thank you for everybody for tuning in.
Tuned in.
Hell yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share. We'll be back on a regular schedule. Actually, guys, I'm out next Monday. I'm away. I might try to jump on for the live, but we might have to do we're gonna have to pre-record 2 on Wednesday or something.
Yeah,
So
we can
maybe
do
it's
that.
good we
I'm good
knock
for
out the
upstate now. I have the club.
You're
dinner
good,
for
so
next
maybe
week, so I'm good
we'll-
for 2 weeks now. Yep.
all right, maybe we'll knock 2 out on Wednesday
Yes,
and
sir.
still hop on for a live. Hopefully we can get a guest on. See what I can do. I'm trying to get Bishop Larry Gatus on there.
Dropping Danny.
Already dropped. Audio's out. Go check it out. Audio's
Yeah,
out.
I already
now.
dropped that bad boy.
All right.
Yeah, so
That's a good one.
Down the Rabbit Hole podcast, Danny, from the host of that podcast, she jumped on with us. She was awesome.
She
we
was
went
awesome.
we went everywhere with her, from weather manipulation to Epstein files and her
I
journey
can't
down
wait to
that
hear
rabbit hole.
her. I can't wait to hear for the final verdict on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be a never-ending story. Then we also got Ernie from Virginia
can do
is
it.
for conspiracy lovers.
Yeah.
Podcast. I did it. I had to really stop and think about it.
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
always Russian, man. I knew the name of it. I listened to it. I listened to the past 2. So I've been following them guys now. Probably get him on here quite a bit. It's a lot of fun having those guys on. So yeah. You guys got anything to wrap up?
I'm cooked, bro. I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, Ant's on
Yeah,
wall.
I
He
think
don't
we're
know what to
good.
do
You
himself.
already know, man. You already know. It's a good episode, man. Wrap things up. But yeah, I mean, go back and check out. Only thing I have to say is go back and check out the Virginia guy. I just finished up those 2 episodes, and I'll tell you what, he knows the shit.
Bring a pen and paper.
Go in and tune in, and then go listen. And the one with Danny was dope as well, man. The ones
What's
with the
nice
guests are bangers.
What's nice when you listen to the podcast portion of it, especially like when with Ernie, is you can pause it and actually go do your research. You're not like when we're having a live conversation with them, it's tough to be able to do that thing. That's why I take so many notes and I actually go back and I'm like, all right, take
100%.
textures. Let me learn what the fuck this thing is. You know, well, it's cool. It makes it interesting. But all right, boys, dope. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, follow, share, leave us a review on Apple, follow us on Instagram. We're on. What else are we on? We're on Twitter.
YouTube,
Get a little more
Twitter.
active on there. YouTube, follow us over there, as you guys are mostly on YouTube now. But appreciate everybody tuning in, and we will see you on Wednesday with another episode. Talk to you then.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
as they sleep. Voices in the dark,